Welcome back, everybody, to the last and final hour of Orc Apocalypse Now. It's been a mess. It's been a GD mess up in here. But you took a goodly sum of orcs with you. How many did you kill? You guys killed like 10, right?
I think so.
Actually, a fair number, yeah.
Yeah, you did. You killed a non-zero number of orcs, which is cool.
A significantly non-zero number.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's a zero in it, but yeah.
not half of them, but I think like more than a third.
Yeah.
I don't really know how many arcs there are. Arcs.
How many? Oh, there's a bunch of arcs up in here. They're Irish orcs, I guess. Oh. These adventurers come up in my caves, killed all the arcs. Okay, so they've stopped pursuing you, so you have a chance to flee.
Yes.
Night will be falling, eventually. If you go back, night will fall between now and when you get back to the keep, if you return to the keep. But
Let's
if you return,
hang out with our friends, the goblins.
yeah, you want to try. Now remember, they're only your friends
friends.
they're only your friends by the merit of several good charisma rolls. They could turn on you at pretty much any minute, and plus, there's so few of you now. I'm just warning you.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's go back to the keep. Fuck it, whatever.
Okay.
We'll take our chances with the random encounters.
All right.
Yeah, because
Okay.
if the goblins think that we're like drawing the orcs down on them, it might just go poorly for us.
Mm-hmm.
We could hide out in that really gross ogre cave, but probably goblins are in there now.
Yeah, it's just goblins all the way down.
Yeah. And we wouldn't possibly have been lucky enough that every goblin that went into the owlbear cave was killed by that single ooze.
True. Yeah. Some did, not all.
Yeah.
All right. So you make camp that night, and I think how many? There's 4 of you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So on the last watch, as dawn is approaching, this would be Hawthorne. This is your watch. Hawthorne, as you rest, you hear the clattering of wagon wheels on the road, and the quiet conversation of like people speaking, coming down from the north.
Huh. Coming down from the north, huh?
Yeah.
That's Chaos Cave country.
Yeah, that's why you don't.
And
stop
merchant
here.
country, apparently.
I mean, you can say they're merchants, so they're people talking. I'm Hawthorne.
You're Hawthorne. Yes.
Oh.
A Hawthorne is you.
Or
I'm
Hawthorne.
like here waiting for you.
Yeah, and I'm like, I wonder what Hawthorne's gonna do.
You were the Hawthorne all along.
Let me just move this turn order box somewhere that I.
Yeah, you can just close it. You can pop it back up if you need it again.
Can I? How do I make it go away?
There's a little box in the top right, or a little X in the top right, and then when you click the little clock in the thing, it'll turn order you again.
When you keep making it going away, it goes away.
Okay, well I made it go away.
Great.
There you go.
That's perfect. That's all I wanted to happen. Okay. Are they speaking common?
I don't know. You can't hear their words yet.
Okay, so I can just hear that they are coming down the path.
Yeah.
Make a listen check.
Yeah. And I can't see them or anything.
You'd have to step out onto the road. Your camp is a little off to the side.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make a listen check first.
Okay. Yeah, do it. So you like hold on.
Elvenly.
Yeah, elf-wise. Oh no. Okay, you cannot.
Failure.
You're like strained to hear, but can't. Can't make out what it is that they're saying.
In that case, I will rouse the other party members quietly.
Okay. So the other, the rest of the party, you were awakened by Hawthorne. What will you do besides drawing fucking faces on the trees?
It's called branches and leaves, Adam.
Yeah.
You don't know what a tree is.
Like these two are having a conversation. It's okay. I was doing it too. I got distracted by the king of the forest. So anyway, you'd have to. I guess that like you don't have a chance unless you want to like hastily set up a like ambush. No one has their armor on except Hawthorne because you wear it while you're on watch. But the wagon, yeah, kind of you hear the wagon getting louder and rumbling closer. You can hear some animals. You hear some grunting sounds, but yeah, unless you expose yourself, you won't necessarily be able
Well,
to see
Rolf is a very, civically minded young cleric. And so I think he's going to go and talk to these fine people on the road.
Okay.
I hope they're people.
I mean, that's what Rolf's going to do.
So Rolf, you stride
Great.
in your tunic,
In your underpants.
in your bedclothes, and
He's wearing trousers and a tunic.
okay, so you see,
And he's got his holy symbol all blinging out,
okay, so you see a group of humans wearing just sort of plainish clothes. Leading a wagon. There's a mule pulling the wagon. The wagon's open, and it's got some barrels and bags on top of it. And then one of them, a woman, is corralling a bunch of pigs with a stick. She's driving them along. And they stop suddenly when they see you. And a gruff-looking man with a crossbow holds it up sort of threateningly, and he shouts, "Who goes there?" God, that hurt my throat.
I'm Rolf.
He's tough. He's a fucking tough guy.
You say your whole name?
No, he's too stunned.
I am Rolf. All right.
We have those Castellan. Rolf has one.
Rolf is not wearing his. They're on your armor and cloaks. So he holds it and kind of doesn't point it directly at you, but he's definitely ready to point it at you.
Yeah, and he's we come from yonder keep, and we are adventurers working with the Castellan.
He kind of looks and he's like, "Adventurers, huh?" And he takes a step forward, and you notice that one of his legs is just a wooden peg. And he steps forward and he's like, "I was an adventurer once. Filthy people." And he's like, "You'd best not be causing any trouble." And he holds the crossbow towards you. Make a roll for the general party. Make a reaction roll. So we'll see. He doesn't like you, but we'll roll for the whole.
Who's rolling this?
Group.
I guess Rolf
This is Rolf. Yeah.
Yep.
Rolf, the younger.
Twice blessed scion of the holy light.
All right. Yeah. So they're hostile, and you can see that one of the other travelers has drawn his sword part way out of his scabbard, and the guy with the crossbow says, "Where are the rest of you? You said there was more?"
And this is all in common, right?
Yep. Yeah. Now everyone can hear this. You're all behind a hillock.
Yeah. Is there time for Thistle, for example, to be scrambling into armor?
It takes quite a long time to put on plate armor.
Cool. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
So Hawthorne will step out.
Okay.
And she is wearing her armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
And she does have the badge of the Castellan.
Okay. All right, Hawthorne, you can re-roll.
Ooh. That's just a reaction roll?
Yeah, please.
And Chunk is posted up on the hill with his crossbow,
Okay, so he's crawling up to the top of the hill.
Yeah.
All right.
And is there a bonus or minus on this?
No.
Okay. I hope I roll good.
No, so they're still hostile. So one of them, someone is hold on a second. I'm being reminded of a previous ruling. Armor is always assumed. Oh yeah, right. I let you just wear your. Okay, that's fine. Yes, you're all wearing. You can put your armor on quick enough that you're basically wearing it. Because it is hard enough for you to begin with. Okay, so yeah, the woman who's hurting the pig sees you, Hawthorne, sees you come out, and she's like, "Is that an elf?" And then the guy with the sword is he's like, "Quiet!" And the guy with the crossbow is like, "Elves are just as untrustworthy as everybody else." He kind of points the crossbow at you, and he's like, "We don't want any trouble. Get out of our way." And gestures with the crossbow.
Yeah, and Hawthorne would be like, "We're not here for trouble. It's a dangerous road. We're headed to the keep. Would you like what's the word? I'm like, would you like
Escort?
an escort? We could provide an escort."
He shakes his head. He's like, this caravan's well protected enough as it is. We're all tough and have arms. And he like holds the crossbow up. We can repel anything that comes our way. And you best not be following us.
Will helpfully chime in and be like, well, this is dangerous territory. You should be careful. And like, almost sounds like a threat the way he's saying it. But he doesn't mean for it to.
Okay.
Yeah, and Hawthorne's going to be like, well, as he says, it is a dangerous territory. I'd particularly be wary of orcish hunting parties in the woods. We encountered some just a few days back.
So the guy, the like gruff dude, seems to just get annoyed every time you give him advice because he's like, I heard the drums from the caves. I know these are orc lands. I don't need your advice, elf.
And yeah, Hawthorne has little patience for this kind of like human bullshit. So she's like, shrug. And she's like, all right, good luck to you, traveler.
Right, so the guy with the crossbow, who seems to be like the security guy for the caravan, says to the rest, he's like, carry on. And like gestures, and they start the caravan running in. And he just stands and watches as they go by, and then he's the last one.
He waves kind of sarcastically.
Yeah, and he's the
like,
he's the last one. He's the last one to go, and he kind of like walks backwards for a few steps, like staring at you. And then eventually, when he feels like he's out of range, he turns around and they head off.
God, Chunk is like itchy trigger finger with the crossbow trained on him the whole time.
Right. We just see Chunk up in the top, like, I can make the shot.
Yeah.
Laser dot on the back of the guy's head. So they head off. They head off ahead of you. How long do you want to wait before you follow them?
We should eat breakfast.
Yeah, you just want to hang out.
But like,
off a ration.
we need to get going. So.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's what I want to know is like how long do you give them space before you follow?
Half
Not
an
that much.
hour.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's enough. Cool. All right. So you encounter some traders on the road, and then make your way back to the keep. So upon returning to the keep, for your besting.
This is our least triumphant return ever.
Oh, I know. This was I was saying earlier. This is like a nadir of your glory. It was the most intense battle you ever fought, but yeah,
And it wasn't necessarily the most costly either.
Yeah, it just didn't. You didn't come back with anything. You're literally empty-handed for that fight.
Yeah.
We came back with less than we left with. In fact.
Yeah, a significant amount less. Yeah.
And we're not even going to get an XP, are we? Oh, we killed some people. But does it?
I mean, we even
get
have
XP.
less orcs, guys.
Yes, the orcs were killed. So the orcs grant you these particular orcs. You killed 10 of them, so you get. And how many of you are?
I have to let a cat out.
Okay. How many of you are there?
4.
Okay. Everyone gets 38 experience.
Not bad.
I mean, not nothing, but yeah.
Not great.
38 XP.
Did I hear 32?
38.
38.
Yeah, 38.
So much.
Yeah.
34. Right here.
Okay, cool. Good work.
Man, Ingrid had so much XP.
I know.
804, and sorry, it was 38.
Yeah. Are Hawthorne and Chunk the only remaining original? Oh no, Shadow.
And the Shadow.
Yeah, but the Shadow has missed 2 sessions, so. God, it's funny that the 2 demi-humans. It makes sense because they're kind of OP, but the 2 demi-humans are the ones that have the most XP, but who will take the longest to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where was Ingrid was doing pretty well.
Yep.
Let me check my Deadite folder.
Poor dead Ingrid.
She's not even in there yet.
She has 804. So she was almost halfway.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. You return.
Yeah.
Battered and bruised to the keep. This time, no hero's welcome awaits you. No. I think maybe a lot of like nervous whispering and like Like maybe they've like maybe that's it.
6 left, but only 4 return.
Yeah, and then like they're used to you coming back with like treasure and like fucking
like a
heads
head
up,
on
monster
sticks.
heads on sticks. But this time
Yeah.
they're like, has the gods' favor left these adventurers? Perhaps they're cursed now. And like maybe like someone like
Of course
goes
they
inside
can.
and
These
closes the
people suck,
door.
okay?
Oh yeah, they're assholes.
They're the
The people
worst.
that live in this keep are total jerks. I mean, to be fair, they live in a very bad part of the world.
Their expectations are so high.
Oh yeah, well you're supposed to be heroic adventurers.
We're just adventurers. We're not heroic ones.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You're supposed to be. You're failing them. And they're just like they're so disappointed and afeared. They're afeared for their lives because when you came and went out to like smash shit up, they were like, awesome. Maybe now these like random attacks will go. We can clear some of these spoopy woods. We could build some farms. But then you come back and you're all beaten, and they're like, oh no, my dreams.
Oh, this one time they were all beaten. The
Yeah,
other 6 times it was great, but this one time, people suck.
fickle ass peasants.
Yeah, fickle ass peasants.
So you come back, and
Ingrid,
yeah, things are quiet.
I gotta rip you up.
And so what? Rip Ingrid.
Rip.
So what do you do now that you're back at the keep? Should we replace the ranks? Do you want to roll up some noobs?
I
Yeah.
think that's a good way to
Let's roll
Okay.
some news.
Cool.
round things out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, yeah, we'll roll up some new characters and then. So what do we got?
Well, we should probably also check in with our keep friends, even though we have nothing cool to tell them. But we killed like 10 orcs. That's pretty good. But
Yeah. Do you want to check in with?
is Ludmilla going to notice that Ingrid's
Yeah,
not
but
there?
she's too tough to say anything, right?
Yeah.
I think that, okay, you want to meet with Ludmilla? So let's cut to that. You're in the tavern. There's a bunch of, like, mercenaries around. Carlos smirks at you from the corner. You come in and he's just like,
That asshole.
just like collects his tongue at you like, you fucking dummies. Sips his beer. God, even I hate him.
Oh, God. Smoking
So, so Ludmilla is there. And I think she says to you as a group, she says, she's like, we heard the drums. Was it the orcs then?
Chunk's like, a whole nest of them. We killed some, but we need stout men to return with. And he looks around the bar like,
Yeah.
stouter than these.
Interesting. Okay. So she says to you, actually make a reaction check, Chunk.
Chunk, the
That
smooth
was like, yeah, perfectly timed because there's actually a thing. I'll explain it in a second. What'd you get for your reaction, Chunky?
Come on, Chunk. Reactions.
React, Chunk. There it is. Ooh, hot damn. Okay. All right. So she says to you, I've spoken with the Castellan, and since you've been putting the pressure on the caves, the monsters haven't been roving quite so much. We've been able to improve our security, and the Castellan told me that if you wish, we have a number of trained soldiers that you could take with you on your next foray.
Yeah.
So now because you've done enough in the dungeon, we're gonna let you call on when you go to get hirelings, you can call on the Castellan's soldiers for them as well. So let me take a look. You can still only hire level 0s, but once you reach level 2, there are level 1 hirelings that are like ready to join you. Once you've earned that, but you can hire some level 0 soldiers, so they're going to be slightly braver, and they'll come with their own equipment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll know how to use it, maybe. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That she tells us that. And yeah, Thistle's gonna be like, who died in the? It was Leanna and Ingrid. Yeah, and so Thistle's like, we paid a price, and this return is less triumphant than I think the previous had been. And she looks around. I mean, she wasn't there for all of them, but She looks at the rest of the party, and Hawthorne's just like nods, kind of looks off into the middle distance in a really elven way.
Yeah, she feels how she understands
Yeah.
grief. She's just like, yes, the world is a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ludmilla stands and she says, well, I have business to attend to. And you can see like her like lip quavers slightly, and then she turns with a flourish and storms from the room, followed by her soldiers. So if anybody makes a like a fighter or something that wants to be like a denizen of the keep, it's like a soldier, you could do that. And then also you can call on the keep's the soldiery for merchant or for followers.
I'm rolling the macro, guys.
Do
I'm
it.
rolling the macro too.
Stand back.
Hit it. Boop boop.
Oh,
Wow.
the toughest smooth talker.
Yeah, totally. Highly constitutional, highly charismatic,
I want mine to roll also.
tough and attractive. A nice, well-rounded human being, minus that horrible, sickly constitution.
Oh my god. Oh, why can't I get like a Hawthorne set of
Oh
rolls or
god,
something?
that's so good. You're just like, yes, I'm very well-rounded, slightly better than average in almost every way, except
Well, that's what my last couple characters, actually all my characters have kind of been like that. I've had something 6 or lower. I've had 1 6 or lower stat on every one of my characters.
So,
This is the lowest I've had though. I've never had a 3 before.
that's beautiful.
do Constitution and Charisma matter for any of the classes?
No.
No.
Okay, so this guy's a magic user.
So do you want to roll the only other thing that matters for your character then?
Yeah.
Okay, do it.
What is it
It's in
again?
the tables. It's the bullet list in your top right.
Random spell under rollable tables. Yeah.
You gotta make
right.
Hillary, that character's gotta have a thing where like they just are always sick or nice. You can detect magic.
That seems almost useful.
Thrazgar the Detector. So detect magic in the way of our traditions. Let me read you the description thereof, because this is the first time we've seen anyone with this spell, I believe. Detect magic has a range of 60 feet, lasts for 2 turns. This spell determines if there has been an enchantment laid upon a person, place, or thing, causing any magic item within 60 feet to glow. Several items may be tested until the spell's duration is ended. It is useful, for example, to discover if some item is magical, if a door has been magically held or wizard locked, and so forth.
I enjoy that it specifically tells us that this spell is useful.
Yeah, right.
Not something that it's told us on
Seriously,
any
guys, please just take it seriously. It's an important spell.
This spell can really do things, you guys. Though.
Now, Andrew, you're down both your characters, right? You need another one?
With a couple of blanks.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
let me
you
let me
need to
create
roll
some new
1-1.
blankies for you. All right. So blank 1 for Andrew. There you are. And we'll move them into the characters pile. Blank 2 for Andrew.
This is Blanky Blankenstein.
Okay. There we are. And then character for Hillary. Blank 3. There you are, my friends. New
What
blood.
should I do with? Oh, blank 3. There it is. In my characters. Okay.
All right. So do you want to roll? Do you want to roll a character for your second blank?
Andrew?
Yeah, let me just finish putting my stats in
Okay,
and
yeah.
my money.
Not a bad idea.
I'm just gonna record my money of 130. Okay,
Okay.
let's see what we get here.
Yeah. All right.
Another magic user?
It's sort of like a smart person. I mean, they could just be a fighter. Like they suck with dexterity, but everything else is average.
They have the same.
All intelligence is going to do is give you a very slight experience bonus for magic user, and also more what's this called?
Languages.
Yeah.
I mean,
You just want
Sky's
to make
contract.
another magic user, don't you?
I'm sorry?
You just want to make another magic user, don't you?
I'm going to. Why wouldn't I?
This is why. So people might wonder if they look just at the break screen, like, why are so many of Andrew's characters dead? Because you keep playing magic users, and that's not a criticism, but good work. That's why, because you only ever get 1d4 hit points.
Yeah, and
Okay.
like
No, I mean it's good. You're gonna get one that you're gonna like want to hold on to eventually.
these guys are garbage. Yeah,
Totally.
these guys are just
mean-
human waste.
Those were better stats than my fighter had.
Yeah, it's true.
It's 3 better than my strength and 2 better than my
Well,
dex.
all right. Let's hit that random spell table again. Do it. Do it.
Okay, hold on,
Magic
hold on.
user 2. So 2 magic users, and then what are you thinking, Hillary? For
Magic
yours?
missile.
I'm not
goddammit.
sure yet.
No,
Go what you
Shit.
get.
floating disc.
Yeah, it hasn't showed up on mine yet, but good work. Floating disc.
Yeah, I
Just
haven't
fucking give me another character, whatever. I'm just gonna throw this one off a cliff.
Amazing. All right,
Maybe
so
you
get a
should
floating
do it.
disc. Yeah, so what are you thinking, Hillary? So the party, let's review the party composition now. We've got
Yeah, my
two
connection is
magic...
interrupted, so I don't want to do
Yeah,
anything.
mine too. We should just be able to F5 it. Yeah, mine's reloading.
Great.
There we go. So yeah, let me grab that again. So 2 magic users, 1 halfling, 1 cleric, 1 thief, 1 dwarf, and 1 elf.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna suggest fighter because you have no fighters in the party.
Yeah, no fighters in the party.
Yeah, I would suggest
What are
a
fighters even good at? Fighting?
fighter. What are they good at? They're good at fighting. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it'll be hilarious if I have a fighter with the lowest con just that anyone has ever had. Just ever.
True. Yeah.
I mean, that was the only high thing about my last fighter. My last fighter had a really high con
Yeah.
and a really
I
terrible.
mean, you could be
dex.
another thief if you want, because Hawthorne, Chunk, and Thistle are all also like fightery types.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be kind of hilarious to. I mean, okay, so how many hit points I have depends on what.
Yeah, you'll roll, and you're gonna get -3 to whatever you roll.
Yeah.
So,
Is it possible to get negative hit points?
No, it definitely is not.
So I'm going to have at least one, no matter what.
You'll have at least one. Yeah.
Probably not going to have more than one. Yeah. I definitely want to be able to wear armor. That's for sure.
I mean, you'd be like Hawthorne, right? Like a 1 hit point plate mail wearer.
Yeah. And I actually have decent dex, and so it's not going to... Because my last fighter had a dex of 4.
And all you get is yeah.
So that's why I had an armor class of 4, because I could not make it any better. Yeah, probably another fighter, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's someone from the keep.
Yeah.
One of the
Totally.
main fighters from the keep.
Johannes the Sickly.
Is it
Okay. So
Johannes?
one. I don't know. Maybe one. You could roll randomly for your name. if
I
you
would like to roll
to-
randomly for the
to
name.
a name. Okay. Let me open my fantasynamegenerators.com. So let's see what our options for randomly generating names for you are. Alien names, Amazon names, apocalypse mutant names, bandit names. I've been using bandit names for the
Bandit names have been pretty good.
bounty hunter names. I don't know what those look like.
I mean, sure, a bounty hunter name.
Let's
Why
see the
not?
bounty hunter name. Oh, the bounty hunter names are rad. Scythe, Goliath, Virtue, Umbra, Hatchet,
Great, do it.
Blitz. Do you like any of those?
I want a rolled one.
Okay, so this is all right. You're gonna roll. I'll give you a random. I'll
Yeah.
generate the table. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll a d10.
Okay. Give me one moment. Okay. You want in?
8. Your character's name is Cloud. No, wait, is that 7, 10, 9, 8? Yeah, Cloud.
Cloud?
the fighter.
Their last name Strife?
Like Claude or like
Cloud, like the word Cloud. Your name's
Perfect.
Cloud.
That's
And-
wonderful.
Yeah, totally. Look out
I want some wizard names, Adam.
for Sephiroths. Okay. Wizard names. Alright, so your wizards are named. Oops. Okay. Jeez, these are very difficult to read or pronounce. Okay. Roll a d10.
I'm sorry, come again?
Roll a d10. What'd you get? Anything? You got a 4? Okay. Potion, which is funny because it sounds like potion. Yeah, Poshan.
Yeah. Okay.
Potion and Chrysowix, spelled Qrisowix.
Qriswoix.
Chris, Qrisowix. Chrysowix. Chrysowix and Potion.
Yeah.
Potion the Alchemist.
Great.
Excellent.
How do I...
Yes.
What are my hit die for being a fighter?
Chrysowix. Such a good name to say.
Chrysowix.
Your
It's
hit
much better
die...
than Loonbeam.
Loonbeam was awesome. Don't talk shit about
I'm glad
Loonbeam.
Loonbeam's dead.
Oh.
I am.
So salty. A D8 for your hit points. It'll say on your character sheet. You just click the roll hit dice button.
Oh, once I've picked my thing.
Yeah,
at the
once you
bottom.
pick your class.
Done. I forgot about that part. Oh, it was already set to fighter.
This is a
My
Chrysowix.
28 per level. One. I think I actually had rolled the wrong hit dice for...
Alright, so Potion, you got your 1 hit point. Not bad. So it's you have 2 at least for Cloud.
Oh, yeah, because it's -3.
Yeah,
so.
-3.
I have double 1 hit point characters.
Double ones, yeah,
Yes.
cool. I'm gonna try and kill them both with 1 hit next time, okay? Like one single attack. So which one? Which spell does each character have? What is Chrysowix's spell?
Oh yeah, the twins. Let me check out here.
The twin.
Potion
Yeah.
is the one with floating disc,
Okay.
and then yeah, Chrysowix obviously has detect magic.
Chrysowix the Detector. Awesome. I love it.
And with a 16, he gets +2 hit points, so he's
He's tougher than the fighter for pure hit points. Yep.
he has 3 hit points.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I'm
Where...
gonna vert these
Where's
characters
my
back
character
to their
sheet? Where did it go? It is doing some...
original owners. Alright, so we'll turn Chunk back over to John Harper. There we are. Return everyone's... Man, you guys are good custodians of their characters.
Right?
Like, nobody's character died that wasn't playing in the session.
I don't think we've actually killed off someone else's character yet.
No, I don't think so either. Well done.
Trying to do right by our good friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Excellently done. All right, cool. Is there anything else that you guys need to do for like that you need my help with for character stuff?
Languages. Oh, I get an extra language.
Oh, language table.
I'm smart.
Yes.
I was just looking at my abilities
Kind
and
of
figure out
stupid
what
crap
my,
we get excited about. Okay, so if you have an intelligence score of 13 to 18, you may have additional languages.
I do have
Should we
that.
roll
I
on
do have
them?
that.
All right. Please roll a 20-sided die if your character is entitled to an additional language. A 10, you speak Halfling.
Even a halfling doesn't speak halfling.
You speak the regional tongue of halflings.
Yeah,
Who got the
okay.
1? Hillary?
Yeah.
Okay, Cloud speaks Bugbear.
Oh, that actually will probably be useful.
Yes, that'll actually probably be quite useful. Bugbear and Halfling. Yeah, do the Halflings not speak Halfling?
Nope, I don't feel
Let me
like
check.
it. Let me check.
I think they must, like, even if it's not listed.
They don't.
Let's see.
Common, Dwarvish, Alignment, Gnomish, Kobold, Goblish.
Right, I think it just be like the Halfling as a default, because, yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Right? It's kind of silly.
All characters and monsters capable of speech speak the language of their alignment. The common tongue is spoken by most humans, dwarves, elves, and halflings. Yeah, so, okay, you speak your own language
Okay.
as well. Okay,
It's just not listed.
yeah. Well, that's so
Just-
funny. I forgot about this. There's actually a rule in the game for inheritance. A player may name an heir to inherit his or her worldly possessions upon the death of the character. Local authorities take 10% in taxes and then give the inheritance to the heir. There must always be a new rolled up first level character. It can only occur once per player. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Huh.
We kind of tried to have that. Well, Dave tried.
I
to
just
do
made
that
it part
with
of the
Ralph
fiction
Ball,
of the
but-
game. Yeah.
Yeah. Though the inheritance was brutally stolen by those kobolds. So.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So 10 is 0, 13s are +1. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's all on the
then-
handout called ability bonuses and penalties.
Yeah. I was just having trouble looking at that and another thing at the same time.
I'm glad Thistle lived. I'm happy to hear
Yeah.
that.
Me too. I almost was like,
Thistle.
let's bring another turnip's worth into this. But
Totally.
it might get confusing to have more than one turnip's worth at a time. Oh, and what's the prime requisite for fighters?
Strength.
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 So, strength.
Mhm.
Oh, so I get a 5% bonus? Is that true? 'Cause I have a 10 strength. Never mind.
Yeah, you need 13.
That's my one non-13.
Correct.
I have 10, 13, 13, 13, 3, 13. So 1s and 3s. 1's in this column, 3's in this column. That's all we need to know.
All right. Well, I have two duds here that I have to try to rid myself of as quickly as possible.
Awesome. Chances are good that you can do that. I believe in you, Andrew. If anyone can, it's you.
So I get +1 on my magic-based saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? +1 on to hits. -1 to my armor class.
Yeah, you have one of every class: cleric, thief, elf, dwarf, halfling, and fighter, and then 2 magic users.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't gone through and like filled out all of my saving throws and my blah blah blah.
That's okay. Cool. Well, I mean, we might as well close it here then, and we can do all that
Yeah.
stuff off screen because we don't need to make these
Yeah.
people watch.
Yeah.
us do it.
I don't think there's anything really exciting that we're
Yeah,
gonna
and
do.
y'all are old hat at this now too, so you'll be
Like-
able to take care of it thyselves. So yeah, cool. Well, thanks for getting your butts kicked by orcs.
Yeah.
That was really
Excuse
fun.
me. It was a tie.
All right, a tie, sure. The real fight will be when you go up against. God, I gotta start looking up the Shadows of Mordor like orc name generators so you can fight like Douche the Cowardly.
Yeah, because so we lost a third of our party.
Hmm.
I feel like we killed more than a third of them.
Hard to say. The caves are deep.
Yeah,
and
there were like
strange.
17 orcs, plus the 2 big ones.
Oh yeah, of that group for sure.
that
You-
group,
And we killed like
you slew
10.
10 of them. Like you killed half of the orcs that were present at that battle.
Mhm.
It'll be forever known as the Battle of Cave Entrance B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good one.
The battle of many flasks
Yep.
of oil.
We should remember to like buy more of those
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I
and also
agree.
get some hirelings.
So, I guess
We ran out of oil and people, so we should
Yeah.
human power and oil power. Yeah. So I guess before we close, tomorrow's show is in a bit of game limbo. Something will happen, but whether we're playing Burning Wheel or Dungeon World remains to be seen based on some scheduling stuff. But there's definitely going to be another show tomorrow at 5. Why don't we do some very quick shout-outs? I would like to give, first of all, big ups to Hillary's sweet orcish war paint action.
Yeah.
Good work, Hillary.
Sometimes just gotta go with it.
Yeah, agreed.
And I did have to go with it. I was mandated to go with it.
So I saw some fan art floating around. Andrew, if people want to aim fan art in your direction, where can they do that at?
You can find me on Twitter at Commuting Crow. And yeah, I love the fan art. Love all the community involvement stuff. You guys have been great contributors to all of these shows. It's been really fun. So yeah, keep that stuff coming.
Cool. And Hillary, you have a new thing on the internet recently,
Oh yeah.
don't you?
So between last week and this week, an article that I wrote for Shut Up and Sit Down has been posted over there, shutupandsitdown.com. And yeah, it's just an article about tips for getting into tabletop role playing, and kind of all the basic stuff that no game really tells you or teaches you how to do, because they all kind of assume that you're just going to know how to do it, but it can be really tricky to like fumble your way through figuring out how to do it at the beginning. So
It's super badass. It's a really good article. So if you are new to role playing games, you'll find something in it that will inspire and instill courage in you. And if you've been playing games forever, I still suggest to go read it because it's very insightful. So go check that out.
It's a good thing if you have friends who are like you're trying to bring over.
Yeah.
It's a very
For sure.
welcoming kind of,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very welcoming,
Read this.
friendly face right here.
And non-article stuff. Twitter's the place to go. Yes. To follow you?
Yeah. So my Twitter is as a sparrow. I tweet a lot. I tweet a lot of things. I always get these waves of new follows that then die off when they're like, "Oh, I didn't know there'd be so many feelings." Well, there will be. So you've been warned. And I also have a Patreon for my smut blog that I write. And as mentioned, I do tabletop game reviews and sometimes advice for Shut Up and Sit Down. So that's me.
Hillary is a good writer. Go and check out her stuff. Nice and short one today. Hopefully John and Dave will be able to rejoin us next time. I like the flexibility of this game so that we can play. This is why we get to play it pretty much every week that I'm around, at least, because we can divvy up the characters and we've all come to that agreement. It's nice. So if you want to see more role-playing stuff, keep an eye on this channel. And throw us a follow if you haven't already. We run 2 regular shows, or we have 2 regular slots. The shows vary in their regularity, but we always play something. And you can check out more of my stuff over at twitch.tv/Adam Coble, where I talk about game design and role-playing games a lot. So follow me there. I'm Skinny Ghost on Twitter. Otherwise, my dear friends, I will see all of you on the flip side. We'll be back Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, for more role-playing action. And as always, Roll20, it's available for you to use. So as much fun as I'm sure it is watching us play, I want to watch you play. So go and do that. Also, if you are running a game and you're doing this thing, you're playing it with we want an audience, playing it on Twitch or whatever. Let me know. Hit me up on Twitter because we want to collect a group of people who are GMing regular games so that we can start to host that content and kind of show it off. So check it out. I'm going to go. I got more role playing tonight to do, so I'm gonna go get ready for that.
Yeah.
See you next time, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.